This is Zendaya, Hollywood superstar, two-time Emmy winner, and Golden Globe recipient. With over 180 million followers on Instagram, Zendaya stands as one of the most influential figures of her generation. Naturally, brands line up for her endorsement, usually giants like Nike, Adidas, or Puma. But when Zendaya stepped into the sportswear market, she chose On, a fast-rising Swiss player, leaving many to wonder, what exactly is On? And why would global stars like Zendaya and tennis legend Roger Federer invest in this brand over established titans? Today, we dive deep into how Federer is helping build On into one of the fastest-growing shoe companies in the world. For over 2 decades, Roger Federer, 20-time Grand Slam champion, was synonymous with Nike. Federer and Nike built one of the most successful partnerships in sports marketing history, creating iconic moments that saw Federer sell millions of pairs of shoes and apparel globally. Many thought Nike was primed to make Federer the Michael Jordan of tennis, positioning him for long-term brand equity after retirement. But in a surprising move, Federer parted ways with Nike in 2018, a decision that stunned the sports world. Many critics questioned the choice, calling it risky for Federer to leave the powerful marketing machine that had supported his career. But Federer had a different plan. Instead of continuing with an established giant, he chose to partner with On, a relatively unknown Swiss brand at the time, and decided to invest in the company, taking an entirely new approach to his legacy. On's journey into the world of sports footwear began in an unconventional way. In 2005, Olivier Bernhard, a 6-time Ironman champion, received an unusual request from an engineer. The engineer asked Bernhard to send him a pair of running shoes and, in return, promised to add a twist that would change how Bernhard experienced running. When Bernhard received the shoes back, he found pieces of garden hose glued to the soles. While the shoes looked strange, the experience they offered was extraordinary. On a midnight test run, Bernhard felt like he was running on clouds, an idea that sparked the creation of On's innovative footwear line. Alongside co-founders Caspar Copetti and David Allman, Bernhard spent years refining the design, culminating in the launch of On Running in 2010. The trio aimed to create shoes that offered unparalleled cushioning and propulsion, revolutionizing the running experience. From their humble beginnings, On quickly gained a dedicated following among serious runners. The company's breakthrough product, the Cloud Racer, introduced in 2010, gained recognition for its distinctive cloud cushioning system, which provided both comfort and support. On wasn't just creating shoes, they were creating a new running experience. Athletes and runners who tried On were hooked, spreading the brand's reputation through word of mouth. By 2021, On achieved what few in the footwear industry could, reaching $1 billion in sales just 18 months after going public. Even Nike and Adidas, with decades of experience, hadn't grown as quickly in their early years. So what makes On stand out in a market dominated by established giants? It starts with their unique business model. While traditional brands like Nike and Adidas rely heavily on third-party retailers like Foot Locker, On focuses on direct-to-consumer sales. By selling directly to customers, On cuts out the middleman, boosting its profit margins significantly. Currently, more than half of On's revenue comes from direct sales, compared to Nike and Adidas, who generate less than 50% of their revenue through direct channels. Additionally, On has been strategic in its retail presence. Instead of saturating the market, they've opened premium flagship stores in high-end locations, including New York, London, and Shanghai, further reinforcing their brand's image of Swiss precision, luxury, and innovation. Roger Federer's role in On is far from a typical celebrity endorsement. Unlike many athletes who simply serve as the face of a brand, Federer is an active investor, holding a 3% stake in the company. He plays a direct role in product development, particularly in designing the Roger Collection, a line of lifestyle tennis shoes that bear his name. Federer's involvement goes beyond marketing. His deep understanding of high-performance footwear has contributed to the company's success in creating shoes that appeal to both athletes and casual wearers. Since Federer joined the brand in 2019, On has seen its sales quadruple, a testament to the impact of his endorsement and insight. But On's success isn't just about marketing and strategic partnerships. At the heart of On is its innovation in technology. Their patented CloudTech cushioning system, developed in partnership with the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology, sets them apart from their competitors. CloudTech offers a unique running experience that reduces muscle fatigue and enhances energy return, making athletes more efficient. Studies have shown that runners wearing On shoes have lower pulse rates and improved running economy compared to those wearing traditional footwear. This cutting-edge technology is the cornerstone of On's appeal to serious runners and athletes. What makes On even more forward-thinking is their commitment to sustainability and innovation. In 2021, they introduced a revolutionary subscription model called Cyclon, allowing customers to rent shoes instead of buying them. When the shoes wear out, they are returned to On and recycled, creating a closed-loop system that reduces waste and ensures that customers always have access to the latest innovations. This sustainable approach, combined with high-performance technology, positions On as a leader not just in athletic footwear, but also in the growing market for eco-friendly products. To truly challenge industry giants, On knew they needed to expand globally. Their 2021 IPO raised nearly $750 million, accelerating their expansion into over 50 countries. Today, On's products are sold in top-running stores, luxury boutiques, and online platforms worldwide. Although Nike's $45 billion revenue dwarfs On's current sales, the Swiss brand's rapid growth shows no signs of slowing down. By positioning themselves as a premium brand focused on quality, innovation, and sustainability, On has successfully carved out a niche in the highly competitive athletic footwear market. As On continues to grow, its trajectory mirrors the early days of Nike, a niche running brand that expanded into a global powerhouse. Federer's expertise in tennis has led On to expand into new sports markets, including tennis, with the launch of the Roger collection. However, the transition hasn't been without challenges. Early models in the tennis line struggled to meet the specific needs of tennis players, but On has since adapted its designs. With Zendaya on board as a brand ambassador, On is poised to break into the lifestyle and casual footwear markets, competing with the giants in ways no one thought possible a few years ago. The future looks bright for On, but can they ever truly overtake Nike? While the competition is fierce, On's unique combination of high-quality products, sustainability efforts, and strategic celebrity partnerships gives them an edge. The brand has managed to position itself not just as a running company, but as a lifestyle movement. While Nike may have a 40-year head start, On is sprinting toward the finish line, showing that there's always room for new players to disrupt the market and rise to the top. On Running's story is a testament to the power of innovation, collaboration, and strategic branding. With Federer's involvement and the recent addition of Zendaya, On is quickly becoming more than just a running shoe brand. It's becoming a global lifestyle brand. As they continue to push the boundaries of design and technology, On is well on its way to becoming one of the top players in the athletic footwear industry.